Good evening, I'm Victoria Idoni. The general election is now less than a month away. Illinois House Speaker Mike Madigan is up for re-election, and those on both sides of the aisle have something to say about it. Thanks, Mike. We have breaking news now just into our newsroom. Moments ago, the Supreme Court granted the Trump administration's request to end the census count. Hello again, I'm Victoria Idoni.
And I'm Mark Kiesling. Nearly 2 decades after the 9/11 attacks, many are still reeling from the loss of thousands of lives.
Today, U.S. leaders are reflecting on the moment that changed our nation and world forever. Whitney Wild takes a look back at the events of 9/11 and how America remembers. Good afternoon. We interrupt Dr. Oz for today's briefing on COVID-19 from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, where health officials will report many more cases of the virus. Let's head straight on over to the governor live in Chicago. We want to thank those officials for today's update on COVID-19. The governor saying that he has considered Southern Illinois when deciding to extend the stay-at-home order. You can see the full news conference on our website, WSILTV.com. Again, health officials announced 1,980 new cases of COVID-19 along with 50 additional deaths over the last 24 hours. That brings the total of cases statewide to 45,883. We'll have more on today's developments on News 3 at 5. We now return you to your regular programming.
We continue our team coverage of the protest in Marion, where a Black Lives Matter rally is scheduled to begin in about an hour and a half. My co-anchor, Victoria Idoni, joins us live now with the very latest. Victoria?
Hey, Mark, thanks for taking over for me in the studio. I'm out here in Marion right now. I'm actually going to take this off. It's pretty quiet out here right now. We're expecting a Black Lives Matter protest to begin about 6:30. So far, it looks like a couple people are milling about, getting ready to set up. I did speak to a police officer a short while ago. He declined to go on camera, but what he said was that they are prepared no matter how many people show up tonight. But here's what I can tell you. It's pretty steamy out here right now. Not sure what kind of crowd we're expecting, but I will be back at 6 and 6:30 to have you updated on exactly what's going on. For now, reporting live from Marion, Victoria Idoni, News 3.
Thanks, Victoria.
Most of us try to avoid slimy, sticky things, but I sat down with 9-year-old Veronica Wilson from Our Lady of Mount Carmel School, who has a big vision that's made her an expert on all things slime.
I have school and my daddy has work.
Okay.
So.
And you're using him for free labor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. I love the idea of the slime bar that Veronica presented for us. We're looking for ideas just like this. Just make sure to submit them to us.
My co-anchor, Victoria Idoni, has been in Paducah all day for Kentucky's primary election. Victoria, you were there at 6 when the polls closed. And what can you tell us about the results from today and where the election goes from here?
Mark, we now know 1,822 people came out and voted in McCracken County today. And while those votes have been tallied, they may not tell the whole story about this election. Voting numbers for the Kentucky primary are typically low, but this year they could set records, according to McCracken County Clerk Julie Griggs.
Our State Board of Elections sent out postcards to every registered voter in Kentucky. And I think people probably that haven't voted in years get these postcards and, it makes them think, oh, yeah, we have an election going on, so I need to vote.
While the presidential primaries topped the ballot with those races basically set, the primary focus was on who will challenge Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell for his seat come November. Early on in the Senate Democratic race, Amy McGrath was expected to be a heavy-hitter contender, but Charles Booker has come in as a recent challenger. Here's the numbers on where they stand in McCracken County. Booker has a strong lead with 540 votes. McGrath has less than half that at 259 votes. Democratic Chair Jennifer Smith said it was an exciting day to be at the polls for a variety of reasons.
I've loved seeing the hashtag about all eyes on Kentucky. There's just a whole lot of excitement. But even locally, we have a very competitive mayoral and the city commissioner race. So that's driving a lot of interest also. But obviously the Kentucky Senate race, choosing the candidate to run again, Mitch McConnell, is huge.
More locally, these results will shrink the field for the Paducah mayoral race down to 2 candidates. Among the top contenders are businessman George Bray, who received 334 votes, incumbent Brandy Harless at 219 votes, and Richard Abraham came in with 295 votes. The primary was pushed back a month because of COVID-19 concerns, and Griggs said it's a testament to her staff to see a lack of lines to get in to vote today, but there's little rest for the civically inclined.
We may have about a month breather.
Those totals I just gave you are for the ballots cast here at the McCracken County Courthouse. Just under 16,000 absentee ballots were sent out, and speaking to the clerks today, they're expecting about 7,000 back. Now, those needed to be postmarked by today, and they need to get here by Saturday in order to be counted. We can expect the official results next Tuesday, June 30th, by about 6 p.m. As soon as we have those in, we'll let you know. Reporting live. Double trouble. Get this. A North Carolina woman found a 2-headed snake. Where, you ask? In her house. Jeannie Wilson was actually comfortable with the snake. Or is it snakes? Wilson found it near an end table in her sunroom. She believes it's a baby rat snake. A science center in the area says the odds of a black rat snake having 2 heads is 1 in 100,000. It now lives at the center where it will be used for child education programs. And if you're a coffee lover, get yourself a cup. Today happens to be National Coffee Day. Many cafes and restaurants are celebrating with their own deals and free coffee. Bagels and Brews in Cesar honored the unofficial holiday with a buy one, get one half off deal. They said they've enjoyed serving the community. Now let's get another check at weather.
Yeah, checking the travel map, a lot of dry weather showing up all across the middle part of the country. The best chance to see rain showers in the southern and eastern Great Lakes region. Starting to warm up a little bit. Texas and Oklahoma, some readings into the middle and upper 80s, back into the 70s around here, while Chicago is looking at a cloudy day with afternoon readings only in the low 60s.
All right, thanks, Jim. That does it for us at 6:30. Up next, a special edition of 2020, Trump versus Biden. That's followed by the presidential debate, and we'll be right here afterward. Thanks for joining us.
Idoni, weeknights on News 3.